Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Next up, we've got Marshall in Oklahoma City. Marshall, what's going on?
Hey, George. Hey, John. Excited to join the show. I had a question about just one of the things that I'm going through right now. Before this, I was paid off on all the consumer debt that we had, student loans, cars, bought a house. Everything was great. Didn't really know the Ramsey show that much, heard about it. We bought her new car in cash, and then my car, I thought I got the deal of the century at 0% in 2022. But as you know, it depreciates immediately. Just like John points out, the alarm bells sound now that I'm back in debt. Didn't want to be back in debt. Basically, we're about 3 months away from paying off the car. So excited to say that. But the real question is, do I wipe out the entire cash that we have and throw that at the car in 3 months when we're able to do that? Or with it being at 0%, can we wait a few months so that way we build up that cushion so when we do wipe it out, we're already starting baby step 3?
So what's left on the car loan?
The loan is 42, and we currently have about 36 in the bank.
42,000 or 4,200?
Correct. 42,000.
But you're going to earn 42,000 in 3 months to pay it off?
No, we have 36K in the bank.
I know, but you just said you're about 3 months away from paying it off.
Right. So we would be earning about $6,000 to pay that off, and probably by late March, April-ish.
You're saying if you wiped out all of your savings, then you'd only have about 3 months left.
Right. We would, like if I did it today, or if I even did it 3 months from now, I have the $1,000, but with it being 0% interest, I was curious your thoughts of maybe waiting till June or July. I want it gone. The alarm bells are sounding, but I also don't want to have that alarm bell sounding.
What's your household income?
Why don't you sell it, dude?
It is $100K
okay.
After taxes.
After taxes. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's a lot of car. What's your other car worth?
The other car is worth about 55.
Sell it.
Goodness gracious.
Sell it.
You guys have way too much car.
Yeah.
Are you guys just car obsessed? Is this a luxury vehicle?
For me, it is. For her, it's the 10-year plan. For her car, 15-year plan.
There's no such thing as that. Marshall, sell the car.
Yeah.
Today.
Okay.
Well, give me a reason why you wouldn't.
Just because it would be...
That's not a good reason. Sell it. Well, whatever you're about to say wasn't a good reason. Sell it.
It was a trick question, apparently, from John.
Yeah, sell it.
Well, here's our parameter on cars, Marshall. If the total value of all things with wheels and motors is more than half of your annual income, you have too much of your world and net worth and wealth tied up in depreciating assets.
Okay.
So you guys would be over that mark, and so one or both of these cars has to go. And if I'm going to be the husband in this situation, it's your car.
Right. No, and I
What's your car worth?
It would be worth, I think last I checked, it'd be worth like 36 or 37K.
So you're underwater by about $6,000?
Yeah, $5 or $6,000, yeah.
So you could take $6,000 from savings and then cover the difference and get rid of this loan. And then you've got $30,000 left to now go get you a reasonable used car right now.
Right.
But that gets you debt-free tomorrow and frees up your income, which will allow you to then leapfrog into baby step 3 immediately.
And if I'm you, I'd go get a $5,000 to $10,000 Camry. You're not impressing anybody. And then you still have $20,000 in the bank. Then you're basically done with baby step 3. This whole thing catapults you if you will suck up your ego for a minute and flush it down the toilet. You see what I'm saying?
We say that as two guys who, just as of recently, have driven really crappy cars, Marshall. So we are not sitting on our high towers. I drove a $6,000 Civic up until 2 years ago.
There's no way my car's worth $6,000.
I think cars are one of the worst purchases we can make as a society. And so only do it when it's a toy that is such a tiny part of your world that it really doesn't matter. Cars are utility up until the part where you have that much wealth. So what is your net worth right now? And do you have any other debt?
no other debt. Like I said, the alarm bell sounded when I thought I was getting the deal of the century. Come to find out, I'm paying payments again. So that's...
Well, let me tell you how 0%
yeah.
works. The way they are able to do that is by screwing you over on the price. Because when you get a 0% car loan, you get zero incentives, zero deals. You are paying top dollar for that car. That is how the car dealerships are able to do those. And so what happens is your car depreciates immediately and goes to the real actual value. Now you're underwater on the car while thinking we're winning because we have 0% interest.
Yep.
See how they get you? It's disgusting.
So, Marshall, you got real quiet when George and I were telling you to sell your car. Why are you so quiet?
Honestly, I was wanting to sell it a couple months after I got it, and just friends and family, saying that. So it's dropping my ego. That's it.
Are your friends and family broke too?
Not all family, but yeah. I mean, everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get a vote, dude.
I know that.
Think about this. I want you to. I'm gonna do like a cheesy thing with you. Are you in?
Say that again.
I'm gonna do something real cheesy with you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you take a huge deep breath, as deep as you can, real quick, and hold it for like a count of 3. Okay. 1, 2, and then exhale. 3. Whew. Close your eyes real quick, and imagine in 1 calendar week, this time next week, you owe nobody anything. You have a $10,000 Camry in the driveway. Nope, you're not gonna impress one of your friends, not one. You and your wife are now out to dinner, talking about saving up for a house. There will not be a single alarm bell ringing in your body.
Yeah. We currently have a house, and that's kind of what, our net worth is probably around $400K, but yeah.
This was a brand new vehicle, I assume.
Brand new. Both vehicles brand new. We paid hers in cash, and then, like I said, this was 0%. Thought I was getting a deal, just like you mentioned. You're immediately underwater the moment you drive it off.
Right.
And guess what it became the moment you drove it off the lot? A used car.
That's right.
So I'm just going to buy used and let someone else take the hit on depreciation next time until you're a net worth millionaire. Then you can stomach the hit of depreciation. It's going to feel like a pinch more than a punch. So I'm sorry you had to learn this lesson this way, man, but I'm getting rid of that car, and you're going to have a $42,000 car one day when you can afford it in cash and it's not derailing your other financial goals.
Or you're going to drive a $10,000 car and be like, oh, I never needed one in the first place. Either way. Or maybe you'll get a Tesla and it will run out of batteries and your friend John Deloney will have to push it down the highway for you while you're steering it.
You know what we did with my wife's last car, John?
George Camel. What?
We bought her an $8,000 car. It was very reasonable, and then I got Apple CarPlay installed for about $500. It felt like a luxury new car. That's all you really want. When people show up to the car lot, all they're really wanting is CarPlay and some heated seats would be like, wow, I'm living in luxury.
Yeah, and brakes that work.
Goodness. I opened the car loans chapter in my book, Breaking Free from Broke, John. Here's the quote I open with. You'll love this. If you think nobody cares if you're alive, try missing a couple of car payments. It's from Earl Wilson. I just love that quote.
They'll come get you.
They care. They care as soon as you don't make the payments. But I walk through the depreciation of cars, John. Get this. New car purchase price, $40,000. New car value after 1 minute drops 10%, down to 36. 1 year, down to 32. 2 years, down to 27. 3 years, down to 23. 4 years, it's only worth $19,000. 5 years later, 60% loss in value. $40,000 car is now worth $16,000. You paid $50,000 for it after interest. And you're thinking the car dealerships, you're going to stick it to the man with your 0% interest?
They beat you every time.
It's exhausting. Goodness gracious, America. We got to choose freedom over our egos. We are driving our retirement plans. This is a problem.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.